Nobody likes super dry raisin bread, and that's what I've been getting every single time I buy these at the supermarket. So I decided to make my own. This is what the cross section looks like. Let me show you how I'm making it. I'll also include the recipe. Okay, let's go. So I have my milk going in. I do need buttermilk, but I don't have that, so I just added some vinegar. I'm using a scale because it makes life easier. I'm measuring my flour into my mixing bowl. I added too much, so that's me taking it out. This is me adding sugar, and I'm using granulated sugar. And because I have a problem with salt, I try to like throw it out in my hand first before I add it in, because salt is kind of harder for you to take out after you've added too much. And then we have to put some yeast in there because this is a yeasted bread. Okay, now that my fake buttermilk was sitting out for a bit, I added some water and now some butter, which I melted into the microwave. Okay, now to my stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, do this by hand, but God be with you because I won't be. Yeah, now I'm standing there mixing it. This is what it looks like. It comes off the bowl and the hook quite easily. Now because I'm lazy, I'm just pushing it to the side so I can spray it so I can get oil under the bottom. I'm covering it with some cling wrap and I'm putting it aside to take a nap for an hour to an hour and a half. And now I'm mixing the filling. Ran out of raisins, had to mix it. So you see black raisins, you see yellow raisins, just mind your business. Added some butter. I needed this to be softened. Put it in the microwave, left it for too long because I was distracted. Had to put it in the freezer for it to set up. By this point, this is ready. You see how it's all bubbly and poofy and fluffy and nice and deliciousness? Yeah, rolling it out. It's so soft and luscious. By then, I'm like, let me check this thing that I have in the freezer. See, set up. That's what happens with butter. When you melt it, it becomes oil. When you unmelt it, it becomes butter. I'm spreading this evenly and I'm just giving it a, like an envelope fold. So I'm just folding it into three. So half part, one part over. You saw what I did. Now I'm rolling it into a log because that's what loaves are. And I'm sealing the edges so that it doesn't unroll. Yeah, it kind of did when I cut the first slice, but that's besides the point. Giving it a second nap. This is how fluffy it looks after 30 minutes. I think I gave it an hour actually. Decided to score it 3 times. That was probably a mistake. Now it's lopsided. But this is what it is. It was so delicious. It did sink a little bit in the middle. I can't figure out why, but it's so good. I made some cream cheese spread as well. So if you want to see that, it's going to be in another video. That's my breakfast with it. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.